Hi everybody, Katie here, going to do a review of the VonShef electric kettle. I have to tell you, I am in love with this. This has made my life so much easier with Matthew and with my mom and with me generally too, because I like to drink tea. Matthew likes oatmeal, you know, hot cocoa for the kids. So there's two main components here. Here's the heating part right here. Just simple. You just plug it in. There you go. It doesn't turn on. I can touch it. It's not on. This is what turns it on. So what I'm going to do is there have little marks here. The minimum amount that you can have, which is half a liter, 1 liter, or 1.8 liter is the max. So you press this button, it pops it open, which is this top button right here. And because I have yucky water in my house, I always use purified water, so that's why I have my Brita pitcher here. And I'm just going to go ahead and fill it up so you can see for the max. And it actually boils rather quickly. It does not take much time, you know, to boil it at all. So there's the max. All you do is you plop it on down, and there's a bottom button here. You push it forward, the blue light illuminates, and you just let it go. And within minutes, I'm not joking you, it will be boiled. It'll be awesome, and it is really great. Once it boils, I'll show you the other feature that I really like about it. You can already hear it working, and you can already see on the bottom the little water bubbles starting to dance around. Like I said, this is great for in the morning when I make, if Matt wants oatmeal, because this stays on my countertop now. And see, this part's not hot, the kettle's not hot, I can touch it. I will throw some water in there for him. Ooh, leftover cereal. Throw some water in there for him. I usually probably fill it up to the 1 liter mark, just because I never know exactly how much oatmeal he's going to want. And I'll pop it on there while I go run and get him dressed or get him settled, finish running around doing the few things that I need to do in the morning, get my coffee going, anything like that, while I wait for it to boil. Once it's done boiling, it's really easy to use. As you can hear, it's already starting to boil. Like I said, it really does not take that long, but now that I'm standing here watching it, it's probably going to take a little bit longer. It's really, really quick in my mind as opposed to putting a pan on the stove and boiling it, but as you can hear, it's getting going now. And you can see down in here the water is starting to move around, the bubbles are starting to move around, getting it ready to boil. This is also really great for, like, I drink jasmine tea, or like my mom has been sick this past week, so I've been making her hot tea, and she does lemon in it to help, because she's had such a cough that her throat is so sore. So I'll just pop it on there and let it go, and when it's done, I'll get her tea out, and it's really, really awesome. So while the light's on, this tells you that it's actually boiling the water. You'll see here, once the water actually fully comes to a boil, this light will shut off, and that tells you when it's done. And like I said, see, it's getting a little warm now, so you do want to be careful not to let little hands come around it. But this bottom piece is not warm at all. It's actually the kettle that gets warm. But the only part that gets warm is the glass itself. You can tell you're getting close when, you know, those little bubbles start coming off the bottom really rapidly. And as you can tell, it's really starting to get to the boil now. And you could pull it off if you wanted now, because this, you know, is pretty hot. But I really want to show you what happens when it reaches its full boil. As you can hear it calm down too as it's starting to reach the full boil. It's another part. It'll be really noisy while it's getting it to boil. And in all honesty, actually really is not that bad in noisiness, but. And there it's reached the full boil. As you can see, it's boiling inside there. You can see the steam coming off the top. And it shuts itself off. When it reaches that point, it shuts itself off. The light turns off, as you can tell. It's still at the boiling water. Don't get me wrong. It still is very hot. So when you go to grab it off, just grab it by the handle, lift up, and pour. And that's all there is to it. And you can set it back down. Now if you let the water sit in there for a little bit and cools off, and say you want to make a glass of tea later, go ahead and just turn it right back on and it'll boil it all over again. Just make sure that you have the minimum amount of water in there right here, down here at this mark, or else it's the ½ liter, or else it will not work. It'll just, don't do it. It's bad. So like I said, this has become a very big part of my family now, and I really love it.